All righty, gang. Welcome, 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 welcome. We're back. Sorry about the couple of days there. We didn't have a show, but I'm back and we're ready. Ready for you to jump on here. It's going to be a good show tonight. It's the show I tried to do last week, or excuse me, we tried to do it on Monday. We couldn't get the internet to work very well. So here we go. We got it going here now. I think we're going to be okay. We're ready to go. So thanks for joining us, gang. It is Thursday night, 6 o'clock. It's your saltwater guide. Tomorrow, we got a phenomenal show. Tomorrow, we got Bill DePriest, owner of Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Magazine and putting on one of the greatest trade shows I can ever remember, the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Festival at the Orange County Fairgrounds. It's going to be great. I hope you all can make it. Don't forget, if you show up wearing one of these shirts, and it's going to be incredible, and if you show up wearing one of my shirts, we got tons of free stuff we're going to give you. We're going to be giving lots of stuff away. Kelly Girl has a giant bag of free stuff. She's got stuff from Coasted sunglasses. Not sunglasses, but the stuff that you need to hold your sunglasses, all kinds of different stuff for your sunglasses. She's got stuff from Mar Ahi USA. She's got lures. She's got sabikis. She's got hats. She's got a plethora of stuff from Promar Ahi USA. If you go and you look at their website, you can only imagine what kind of stuff she may be giving you. We've got stuff from Akuma. We have quite a bit of hats from Akuma, so we got that. We got stuff from our old sponsor, Baja Jerky. They threw out some stuff before they left us. We also have stuff from Dana Wharf Sport Fishing. All the children that show up at the show are going to get, or show up to my seminar, are going to get stuff from Your Saltwater Guide. My sister has donated a plethora of things from Dana Wharf Sport Fishing, from fishing trips to hats and key rings and all kinds of stuff from Dana Wharf Sport Fishing. You don't want to miss the show, the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show. But how do you get all that free stuff? You got to show up wearing one of my shirts. Your Saltwater Guide shirts. You show up wearing one of our shirts, Kelly Girl will make sure you get free stuff. She loves to give stuff away, so don't let her down. Do not come cruising up to the booth without one of our shirts on, and you still have time. I would say if you do not buy your shirts by Saturday, you're probably not going to get them in time for the show. The show is the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th of March at the Orange County Fairgrounds. Kelly will be there. I will be there. Both of my boys will be there. Their wives will be there. My grandbaby will be there. It's going to be insane. Justin from Bowline Sport Fishing will be in the booth. My good friend Leo that's doing the guide service with us will be in the booth. There'll be all kinds of stuff going on in the booth. We'll have coffee vendor in our booth giving away some samples of coffee. Greg from Opsin Fluorocarbon said he's going to have some stuff to give to us for the show. So we'll see how it all goes, but don't miss the show, the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th of March at the Orange County Fairgrounds. It will be insane. Thanks, Augie. I'm glad. It'll be great to finally meet you. Dino, it'll be good to meet you if you make it. Dustin, everybody. Any outboard giveaways? Are you out of your mind? Yeah, Dave's going to give away an outboard. Yeah, all you got to do is spend $10,000 on my website and I'll buy you an outboard, I promise. All right. So, gang, this was the show I tried to do Monday, and it was breaking up, and it was real choppy, and my social media director and I decided just to axe that and throw it away. And so we're going to do it again tonight. We're going to try to get this thing, and it'll be available on the website. Oh, one more thing. I am told by the designers of my website that my new app will be available at the show. I get to take a look at the app tomorrow in the afternoon. I get to take a preview of my new app. It's going to be the most unbelievable app for your telephone. Whether you have an Android or you have an iPhone, either one, it's going to support the app. Your iPads, all your Apple products will support the app, plus all your Android products will support the app. And this app is going to work wherever you're at. So from now on, If you're a member of my website, you don't have to pay any extra money for the app. You're already going to have access to it. But the new members, you're going to have to pay more. If you don't become a member right away, I'm telling you, by showtime, the price of your saltwater guide's going up because this app is insane. You're going to be able to be at Catalina or San Clemente Island or the Coronado Islands or the Channel Islands, and you're going to be able to bring the app up and you're going to be able to find the spot you're looking for. Plus, you're going to have me describing to you how to fish that spot. Plus, you're going to be able to access whether you have the internet or not because you have the app on your phone. It's going to be insane. You're not going to believe all that I've done to design this app for you. Plus, the community that we have built. And those of you that are members of my website, you already know. The community that I built at the website is only because of all of the members. All of us as members of Your Saltwater Guide, now we are sharing our experience when we're out fishing on our private boats. We're all sharing what we're finding, what we're catching, what we're seeing. We're letting you know if my game plan works or if you followed my game plan and it sucked. We're putting it all out there. One thing I can promise you, though, is there is no negativity allowed on my community. You can't go into the community and start spewing a bunch of negative garbage like you can on a lot of the other websites out there about fishing. We don't allow any negativity on our community. So if you want to come in there and ask questions of the members or myself, you can come in there, you can ask questions. No one's going to beat you up. No one's going to treat you like you're a second-class citizen because you asked a question. That's never going to happen at my website. If somebody decides they need to be negative on the website, I give them back all their money and we ban them forever and they'll never be able to log back into the website again. We don't need them. As members, you don't need them in your life. And as the owner of the website, I sure do not need those negative people. Also, all you negative people, I'm going to be speaking every day at the Orange County Fairgrounds at the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th of March. On the 2nd and 3rd, I'll be speaking at 1 o'clock. And on the 4th and 5th, I'll be speaking at 10 o'clock. So bring all your garbage with you and come on in. And those of you that want to come up on stage and be negative, I will let you come up there and you can stand up in front of the 100,000 people that are there to see me speak and you can tell them what you think. We would all love to meet you and love to see you because you all have no problem posting your garbage all over Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. I'm inviting you all to the show. I'll even leave you free tickets. Come to the show and come up on stage and speak with me. I'll let you all in. I promise. All right, let's go. No negative, only positive, always. That's all you get from Your Saltwater Guide. Gang, we're going to talk about something that needs to be talked about. And one of our members brought this up to me, and it's super important. I don't want you to get your feelings hurt. Those of you that own your own private boat and you invite your friends out, and then at the end, here's what normally happens. They don't understand that the boat does not run on thank you. The boat runs on gasoline or diesel, and that is very expensive nowadays. When you're inviting people to come out on your boat and they ask you, hey, what can I do? Now, some of you, you're just fine with doing everything and paying for everything, and that's great. But those of us that cannot afford to pay for everything, we need to let the people know when we're inviting them. They ask, hey, what should we bring tomorrow when we come out? Make sure you bring some money because we're going to buy some bait. Make sure you bring some money. We're going to want to tip the guy at the bait barge. If you guys want to, you can kick in on some fuel. And then understand at the end of the day, I'm going to need you all to help me get the boat cleaned up and put away for the day or for the night. If you have it in a dock, you're going to need some help at the dock at the end to get the boat cleaned up. If you have it on a trailer, can you help me out? Can you spend a few minutes? Here's what happens most of the time. When you get your friends on the boat, you haven't discussed before, and you're not going to hurt their feelings. Believe me, they want to know. They want to help you. But if you don't discuss it, here's what happens in the morning when they get on your boat. First thing they're going to say is, what time do you think we're going to be in today? Well, there you go. That already just ruined the whole day for me anyway, because now I feel the pressure that they have to be back at a certain time. I'm not going to get to go fish the area where I wanted to fish because I have to be in at 2 o'clock because they have to go somewhere. So make sure You make it crystal clear before you go or before you invite them. We have no idea. We're going fishing tomorrow. Tomorrow starts when the sun comes up and it ends when the sun goes down. That's what tomorrow means. We're going fishing. I have no idea what time we're going to be in. There's just no way, if you're going fishing, you don't know what time you're going to be in. So they need to understand that so they don't have some preconceived notion and they don't ask that silly question in the morning. What time do you think we'll be in? Because all of a sudden that ruins everything right there. What time do you think we're going to be in? We don't have a clue because we don't know. We're going to follow Dave's game plan and we're going to try to execute it exactly how he says. But that may take all day. Other thing, this is perfect. Thank you. You're not going out to drink. You're not going out to drink. A fishing trip is not a drinking trip, Dustin. Sorry, but you put it up there. When you go out on your boat to go fishing, you should go fishing. If you want to go drinking, go to a bar. Like I always say in all my videos, when you're fishing, you should be engaged in the act of fishing. When you're drinking, you should be engaged in the act of drinking, and you should drink better than anybody. I did. That's why I don't drink anymore, because I drank enough. So I haven't had to have a drink for 35 years because I promise you, 36 years ago, I drank as much as I ever could possibly want to drink. But when you go fishing, it's not a time to go drinking. It's a time to go fishing. That's what it's time for. You don't want to worry. Don't bring a bunch of beer. If you want to bring some beer, that's fine. But here's the problem. Let me explain this to you. And this is super important, those of you that are taking your friend. It's better to say, please don't bring any alcohol, because you don't have control over them. If they bring a bottle, if they bring a little bottle or something, you have no control. And we've all seen our friend get drunk and obnoxious. You don't need that on your boat all day. You don't need that around your other friends that you invited or your children. We don't need a drunken, belligerent person on the boat. You just don't need that. If that is what you believe that fishing trip is all about, then I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people that believe that when they go fishing, it should be about fishing and not about drinking. Right, Kelly?
Right.
It should. When you go fishing, do you want somebody slobbering all over you drunk, trying to tell you how good they are?
Absolutely not.
Right. We don't want to know what you know or what you thought you think you thought you thought you knew. Because when you're drunk, boy, you need to tell everybody about what you know, and you need to touch them all the time. Hey, let me tell you what I do. No, you're going fishing. It's time to go fishing. Leave the alcohol at home. Bring some waters. Maybe if you got to have a beer to celebrate your big whopper fish when you're done catching it, maybe bring one or two. But don't. It's not a drinking trip, gang. It isn't. And I'm sorry if that's what you think fishing is. It's not what it is. It's about going fishing and having fun and having the most fun you possibly can have. But here's another thing. At the end of the day, this is important. You have to let them know before you leave. Look if you have something you have to do when we get in, maybe you shouldn't come. Because when we get in, that's when the work starts. That's when we got to clean the boat. That's when we got to get all the tackle cleaned up. That's when we have to clean the bathroom. We have to clean the deck. We have to clean the bilge. We have to clean the engine room. There's so much to do when the boat gets in. That's when all the hard stuff happens. And if you have friends that are truly wanting to help, you need to let them all know about this and give them a heads up before the trip goes out that, hey, when we get in, I'm going to need some help getting everything cleaned up, put away. I've been out when I was doing my guide service thing, and I was out with plenty of people. I can tell you 90% of the people I went with, they all had a plan and they had a groove, and everybody was involved in the groove. And as the boat was coming into the harbor, guys were breaking down the tackle and breaking down the reels and washing down the rods and cleaning everything off. And all you got to do to wash your reels off is have a wet rag with fresh water on it. Wipe your reel off, put it in your tackle box, put it in your tackle bag, take that wet rag, rub it down your rod, get all the salt off. All these things matter in the big scheme of things on your private boat, gang. And like I said, they want to help They need to have a little bit of money because you're going to get bait. Because remember, we talked about it. If you're a member of my website, you know I beat that into your head. Bait is the most important thing. So you got to have some bait, and you want to tip the bait barge attendant. That's super important because he's going to remember you if you tip him, and he's going to remember you if you don't. Not that that's going to matter on how much bait you get in your butt. I'm telling you, tipping is super important. So make sure that your friends or family or clients or whoever you're taking out on the boat understand all these things, because if they don't, and when you get in and the minute that boat touches the dock, they haul ass because all the children in the audience get free stuff. Make sure you let me know if your children were listening. I said a bad word right there, and that means everybody that shows up at the show, just tell me. I was watching the show on Thursday night when you were talking about the proper way to act, and you said that bad word. I don't cuss, gang, and I said a bad word there. That A word's a bad word. But gang, it's super important to let your friends know so that they can be a part of it and they can understand, because they want to come out the next time. Because now you're catching fish because you're a member of Your Saltwater Guide and you're no longer a booger eater, and now you're actually catching stuff when you go out, and your friends want to come, but they want to help and they want to participate and they want the things, but they don't know what all the things are. Leaving in the morning to go fishing and fishing all day, that's easy. The hard part's when you get to the dock. That next hour and a half or 2 hours of cleaning the boat up, putting all the tackle away, cleaning the bathroom, cleaning the engine room, or cleaning your outboard off and getting it flushed out and getting everything ready so that you can put your boat to sleep, so you can put your boat to bed, or you can put your boat on the trailer and get it towed up to the storage yard or whatever. All these things matter, and they all help to make everybody feel better. Maybe if you have a private boat and your friends ask, hey, can I come? Yeah, let me email you over what we do on our boat. This is what happens when we go out on the boat. We leave at 6 o'clock in the morning. We get in at 5 in the afternoon. We don't really get out of there till 6:30 or 7 o'clock because we got to clean the boat and everything. So if that sounds good, I'd be more than happy to have you on the boat. But maybe make a little list. Maybe a little list, keep it on your computer that you can send to your friends, because when you take your friends out, they always ask, hey, okay, I want to know what can I do to help? Now you have a list, and you're not going to hurt their feelings. But if you get in at the end of the night and they split right when you hit the dock, your feelings are hurt. You feel taken advantage of. But from now on, that is your fault. It's no longer your friend's fault because you didn't let them know. People just need a little bit of knowledge to help you. So that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to impress to you. Oh, Max, you stop it. That was different. I was yelling at you. I love you, Max. Okay, listen. So it's super important to make sure that they know what you expect as their friends going fishing with you on your boat. So just that will help. That will make everybody feel better. No one will get their feelings hurt. And then they'll start to participate. And every time you go out, it'll all click together. When you're coming in the harbor, that's time to break down the rods and break down the tackle and get the fenders out and get the lines out. And so when you get to the dock, it's not a mad scramble to get all that stuff ready. You usually have 10, 15, 20, 25-minute ride through the harbor to get back to the launch ramp or get to your dock. That is a perfect time to get everything cleaned up. You're done fishing for the day. What I talk about on my website all the time is, and a lot of you are going to look at me right now and go, oh, I have it. If your line is still going through all your guides and still has a hook tied onto it and it's setting in your garage or it's setting in wherever you in your bedroom or wherever you store your tackle, and your stuff's all rigged up still, well, that's a booger eater move. So you might as well get one and chew on it for a little while, because you don't want your stuff rigged up. You want to break it down, cut the hooks off, wind the line into your reel, take the reel off the rod, clean the salt off between the rod and the reel seat and the reel itself, get it all cleaned up, put that away, put the rod away, check out your line, make sure it's not all frayed, and if it's monofilament, you're going to need to strip it and redo it the next time anyway. But if you got your rods in your room or somewhere all rigged up still, Well, that's blowing it. You're not going to use that next time. You know that the hook's rusty. You know the line's all screwed up. You know it's all messed up. It's super important to make sure that you do all these things. And that's what coming through the harbor is for. Coming through the harbor isn't time to sit around and talk until you get to the dock and then it's a mad panic. Going through the harbor is a perfect time to get all the rods and reels broken down, get all the tackle broken, put away, clean the deck, clean the boat, get the lines out, get the fenders out. All this stuff matters. And from today forward, it shouldn't be a mad panic when you get to the dock or you get to the launch ramp to find the lines, find the fenders. All this should happen, and it all should flow. You're the owner of the boat, so you're driving the boat through the harbor. Your friends, your family, everybody should be participating and breaking everything down so you don't have a massive amount of stuff to do. You're already going to have a bunch of stuff to do when you hit the dock. So just get everybody involved. Tomorrow's show, now that we have a big audience, is going to be incredible. If you can watch tomorrow's show at 12 o'clock or you can watch the reruns after, you're going to love it. I got Bill DePriest, the owner of Pacific Coast Sport Fishing. Him and I go way back. We have a lot of history. We're going to have a lot of great stories. He's going to talk a lot about his magazine. He's going to talk a lot about the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing show that's coming up here on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th of March. Those of you that weren't here in the beginning, remember, if you're wearing one of these shirts, Kelly Girl has such a huge bag of stuff to give away. Anybody that shows up at the show wearing one of my shirts, where do you get these shirts? Go to my website, Your Saltwater Guide, the store. Your Saltwater Guide, the store. Click on there, order a shirt. But if you don't have them ordered by Saturday, then you're going to have to start calling us and pre-ordering them from Kelly, and we'll bring them to the show for you. She'll put your names down on a list. You can Venmo or Zelle us the money, and we'll get your names on a list. If you do not get your shirt by Saturday, I doubt very seriously that they'll be delivered in time. So let us know. Give us a call. If you can't order your shirt by Saturday, then we will bring your shirts to the show, and we will have plenty of shirts and hats at the show for you to purchase if you want. But only the cool kids are going to be wearing these shirts. Believe me, there's going to be an army of these shirts walking around. We've sold well over 200 shirts before already for the show. So there's going to be an army of shirts. Kelly, do you like giving stuff away?
Yes.
You love to give away free stuff. She wants to give stuff to you guys, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And the only way you're going to get it is if you show up wearing one of these shirts. So let us know if you can't get the shirt by Saturday. You can call my number, 949-374-0786. Also, all you haters out there, call that number and I will be more than happy to make you a spot up on stage with me so you can tell everybody why you hate me so much. Gang, I love all of you. Thank you for being here for us. Don't forget the show tomorrow, 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Bill DePriest from Pacific Coast Sport Fishing and I got a great podcast for you tomorrow live. I'm the only guy that does live podcasts every single day, Monday through Friday. We've done over 1,100 podcasts live, and we're going to have another phenomenal one for you tomorrow. Thank you all very, very much. I will see you